Good evening, all my heroes out there. Welcome to another Wednesday Webcam Weekly. My name's Levi Lalonde from Alliteration Gaming, and tonight I teased him a little bit earlier in the Facebook groups, my special surprise guest, Mr. True Champ Steven. Dude, how you doing, bro?
What's
Holy
going
cow.
on, all my gamers and heroes? We are here. It's going to be a blast. Super excited to be streaming the Webcam Weeklies with Levi today. I can't wait to see some decks. I've been peeking a little bit at the players and the things they chose to bring today, and I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. We've got a super sick lineup, and I could not ask for a better buddy to be talking about these games with. We got some cross pollination going. I could not be more pumped about it, man. We've got so much stuff to get into though. Before we get into these games, Steven, holy cow, the world of MHA CCG is on fire right now because Undaunted Raid is upon us. And you know what? We can talk about so many things, and we will. But before we really get into the meat and potatoes of how hyped this set is, I think we should just show the people, maybe with a little bit of a trailer.
Oh yeah, this set is really cool. It's been one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to having support for the big three, all of the bad guys from season 4, Overhaul and his cronies alike. There's just so much going on, and when you throw onto that all the fun little tidbits that Jasco's just adding, like the Chrome rares, like the addition of brand new pre-releases for every single person, it just seems like this is one of the best times ever to get into MHA or just continue playing MHA.
It is genuinely fantastic. It's an exciting set. It's a beautiful set. I want to see those cards. Let's run that trailer, man.
Do it.
Let's run it. I gotta commend you, Steven. I've
Greetings, heroes! Introducing the fifth set in the My Hero Academia collectible card game, Undaunted Raid, featuring 6 new secret rare cards. Secret rare cards are now featured one per booster box.
To Mimicry,
Chrome rares have
as
returned,
crony as
featuring
so
Midoriya,
I can
the
think of
Big
no better
Three,
word.
and
I'm a chronostasis
5
man
different
myself. I
Chrome
think that
rares
guy's
to
really
collect.
exciting.
You can be a hero
I almost
in
said Bird
Undaunted
Mask
Raid.
Brothers. I
A
almost said that
card
instead of cronies,
guaranteed
which
in
also
each
could
pack.
work.
Bird Mass Brothers. A little bit of plague buddies. Yeah, the whole overhaul gang is definitely one of the coolest things brought to the table in this set. Like, I think one of the big things about this set is it brings back, the characters, right? So many characters. I think what 18 of them in this. We have not had that in a hot minute, and they all have like their own fun little games to play. And that is so sick. And speaking of bringing back things, I mean, we're seeing one of the loveliest things brought back right here. Those chrome rares, Steven. Holy cow, those chrome rares.
Which one's your favorite?
My God, it's hard. I think it's tough. It's between Kraken and Spiral Waves, honestly. I'm a real big Amajiki fan right now. Like a lot of things going on with that character, he's got very Levi heavy text. But I'm crazy about the Echo mechanic. I love finding decks that can really effectively play Echo. And also healing is one of my favorite mechanics in this game. Mino 1 was one of the first characters I fell in love with after Kirishima got his head chopped off, so to speak, way back in the ancient times. And Echo and healing on a card just makes me happy. What about you, dude? I feel like I know the
Besides
answer.
your love of the chaos symbol and all the cards that is on there right now, I'm a big Nejire fan. I don't know. I love characters that just go, I work with everything. And when your kid is as cool as hers as well, with fun things like Ryuku's what's the like agency, as well as that random 4 diff that like draws 2 discards too. I'm just like, that's so strong. And I don't know. I just like the idea of being able to go, everything has stats, everything works, deal with it.
Yeah, dude, there's just there's some real good choices in here. The whole set is action packed. The chromes are definitely taking the spotlight though. And what's even more exciting about the chromes is while you certainly should be out there securing some boxes and cracking them, there's another way to get those chromes. You can get chromes in a pre-release kit, Steven. Did you know that?
I did know that. In fact, I know for a fact that there's some just inherently awesome things about pre-releases. You get to play limited MHA. That's good enough for me as it is. Number 2 is you get that awesome Bright Future promo card, as well as the 6 packs from this awesome set Undaunted Raid that has the potential to have all of these juicy cards, including the chromers, like you said.
Yes, if you want to go out there and these things are great for 2 reasons, right? You're either an existing player just looking to get their hands on the newest set a week early. That is cool enough in its own right. The alternative is you're a new player who wants an easy way to get into the game and also just wants something very like new player friendly. right? You said it yourself, man. Sealed draft, limited play, all of those little alternative formats are such a good way to get into the game. You don't need to know things. You show up. Everyone's here to be your buddy. Everyone's here to help you out. You get cards. You go home with cards. You go home with games under your belt, and then you can figure out how to best continue your journey from there. I think that's one of the most beautiful parts about these pre-release events.
When I was first getting into MHA, Set 2 Crimson Rampage was like the talk of the town. It was just about to come out. People were so excited. And after like, I don't know, a month and a half of playing, I played in a pre-release and had the most fun ever. I played Present Mike 2 on, I think Fire or Good, one of those two symbols. And I was literally milling every single toga that I was playing against. And it was so funny. I think I ended up getting second place that day, only losing to the one toga that had Dropkick Slicer. I think it was the XSR's Dropkick Slicer. And I had already used my response to cancel, so I just died to it straight up. I was like, dang, 17 health sure is 17 health.
Man, I mean, speaking of Crimson Rampage pre-releases, man, back in the day, I mean, a lot of people know me from back then. That's how I fell in love with Stain and like weapons in the first place. I played Stain in a pre-release, and that was all she wrote from there. And then also, speaking of milling, I think we're going to see a lot of Sir Night-Eyes at these pre-releases causing some absolute havoc.
And honestly, you know what? I'm a fan of Havoc, guys. I'm a fan of Havoc. If you're allowed to use the Sir Night-Eyes that you pull, I say you can. Have some fun. Make people play more than 40 cards in the pre-releases. They should be anyway.
There's like so much to be aware of going into these things, but at the same time, just leaping in blind, there's just no bad way to go about it. These events are going to be fantastic, guys. So if you want to get in on all this action, June 23rd to the 30th, that week leading up to the actual release of the set, there are going to be pre-releases galore. You can get in on the action early. You can get that awesome beginner experience. You can get your hands on that super sick bright future. You can have a chance to be one of the first humans, one of the first gamers in the entire Milky Way galaxy to crack open a Chrome Rare. There is nothing to not love here. So I hope that you've secured your spot in your pre-releases near you. In the event that you don't know where they are, the almighty UGN. The almighty Universus Gaming Network is here to help. You can always find stores running pre-releases near you. And if you still can't find one to hit up, ask your store to contact Jasco. lgs@universusgames.com, guys. That is the email for them to hit up Jasco. Jasco will hook them up with what they need to start supporting some MHA love at the store.
Beautiful. Definitely, if you have the opportunity to go and just enjoy Universes/MHA as much as you can.
It's going to be a real good time. I was just telling Steven as we were getting ready to go live, I'm going to be out of town next weekend for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have a pre-release each of those 4 days, and Saturday there's 2 pre-releases. So I'm about to have a long weekend of 5 pre-releases. Look, that raid, it's going to be undaunted. It's going to be undaunted, okay? By the end of that weekend, there will be no daunting left.
And there'll be 5 and there'll be 5 trophies given to an Amajiki player, being Levi, because he's going to play Amajiki all 5 days no matter what.
Listen, any of my stores, if we do actual draft as opposed to sealed, do not pass me those Amajiki attacks. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get heinous, man. Yeah, man. Awesome pre-release weekend coming up. Awesome set release weekend coming up. Those are our next 2 weeks, right? But what about this weekend, Steven? Tell me what the heck's going on this weekend, bro.
I'm pretty sure y'all are coming over to my humble neck of the woods, Pasadena, California, for the I think last in-person RLE for season 1 of the My Hero competitive season this year, which is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It is kind of insane, man. There's a lot of things going on with this event, right? Obviously, everyone's very excited for set 5, but we gotta get this RLE under our belts before we can proceed on into our new meta. And it's a little different, right? As much as it hasn't been the most rampant card in these last few events, this is gonna be our first massively big event with One with Nature going. I'm not sure how much that's going to change the texture of things, but it is certainly something to think about. I think it's going to be a crazy, crazy regional. And probably one of the most exciting parts about it, Steven, is you mentioned it yourself, right? This is your neck of the woods. What kind of a host would I be to bring you guys an RLE and not get you in on the action? So with that being said, you guys got keyed in on last week of Mr. Christopher Bromley joining our casting team for Pasadena, but our third mysterious, illustrious, elusive, enigmatic member is Steven himself.
Yep, I am proud to be a member of the California Big Three, Levi, myself, and Christopher Bromley. It's going to be an amazing time. Obviously, I'm Mirio. Amajiki's got to be Levi, and I guess that makes Chris Nejiro. So we got to get him a pigtail wig, otherwise it's not going to work.
I think so. If we're gonna go by heights, I think I might have to take Nejire's spot. Also, that woman's like hyperactive as heck. You know, I'm thinking I don't know though. I don't know. I love me some Amajiki, but that man's pretty shy. Not a very Levi trait, but you know, we're not gonna dig too deep into it.
We'll just pump you full of octopus. You'll be all groggy from being full. You won't say a word because you can't. And then people will just assume you're shy anyway.
I'm gonna be eating all those takoyakis, man. That's like one of my favorite cards from Step 5. I love takoyaki.
Oh, the 1-drop asset?
Yeah, the 6 check.
Nice.
I'm
we
excited.
love a 6 check. We love a 6 check.
We love a 6 check. We're 6 check gamers here. Gamers all around. Speaking of gamers, we got a whole slew of gamers waiting and excited to chomping at the bit, I can even say, to start throwing hands tonight. So with all that being said, guys, all that excitement out the way, Steven and I are going to pop out and go hunt down a very, very thrilling first round to start off this Wednesday Webcam Weekly with. We'll be back very soon, heroes.